In a world teetering on the edge of political chaos and moral uncertainty, one man dared to envision what a truly just society could look like. Welcome to a journey through time and thought, where we unravel the intricate layers of one of the most influential works in Western philosophy, Plato's Politeia, better known as the Republic. Born in Athens around 428 BCE, Plato witnessed the rise and fall of his city's golden age. He was a student of the revered Socrates, whose relentless pursuit of truth and virtue left an indelible mark on Plato's intellectual journey. After the traumatic execution of Socrates, Plato devoted his life to philosophical inquiry, seeking to understand and articulate the principles of a just society. At the heart of his prolific work lies the Republic, written around 380 BCE. This seminal dialogue is not merely a political manifesto, but a profound philosophical exploration of justice, human nature, and the ideal state. Over the centuries, Plato's vision has sparked countless debates, influencing political theory, ethics, and education across generations. The narrative of the Republic unfolds in a lively symposium where Socrates converses with a diverse group of Athenians, including Glaucon, Adeimantus, and Thrasymachus. It all begins with a simple yet profound question. What is justice? This inquiry sets the stage for a riveting dialogue that delves into the essence of human virtue and the structure of an ideal society. Glaucon challenges Socrates, arguing that individuals are just only out of fear of punishment and for the sake of reputation. Thrasymachus, on the other hand, provocatively claims that justice is merely the advantage of the stronger. These contentious perspectives push Socrates to defend the intrinsic value of justice and seek a deeper understanding of what it means to live a just life. In this video, we will embark on an intellectual voyage through Plato's Republic. We will explore its key elements: the allegory of the cave, the tripartite nature of the human soul, and the hierarchical structure of the ideal state. We will also delve into Plato's vision of the perfect leader, the philosopher-king, and examine how these insights can illuminate our understanding of leadership and justice today. Join us as we step back into ancient Athens, guided by the timeless wisdom of Plato. Our journey from the shadows of ignorance to the brilliant light of understanding will reveal not only the intricacies of the Republic, but also its enduring relevance in our quest for a just and enlightened society. Plato, a luminary of ancient Greece, was born in Athens around 428 BCE. As a student of Socrates, his thinking was deeply influenced by his mentor's method of relentless inquiry. After Socrates' execution, Plato devoted his life to philosophy, founding the Academy, an institution that shaped philosophical thought for centuries. His work, The Republic, written around 380 BCE, is not merely a treatise on political theory, but a comprehensive discourse on morality, human nature, and the foundations of a just society. In the Republic, Plato embarks on an ambitious project to define justice and to propose a vision of the ideal state. He uses the character of Socrates to guide this exploration through a series of dialogues and allegories that remain potent philosophical tools even today. The setting of the Republic is a vibrant symposium, a social gathering where intellectuals met to discuss philosophical ideas. In this dialogue, we find Socrates conversing with Glaucon, Adeimantus, Thrasymachus, and others. The dialogue opens with Socrates addressing a fundamental question posed by Glaucon. What is justice? Glaucon challenges Socrates, arguing that people are just out of fear of punishment and the societal rewards of a good reputation. He asserts that if someone could act unjustly without facing consequences, they would. Thrasymachus, a sophist, adds another dimension by claiming that justice is nothing more than the advantage of the stronger. These provocations push Socrates to defend the intrinsic value of justice over the course of the dialogue. Among the most poignant sections of the Republic is the allegory of the cave. Picture prisoners, chained since birth in a dark cave, unable to move their heads. They see only the shadows cast by objects behind them, illuminated by a fire. These shadows constitute their entire reality. The journey out of the cave represents the philosopher's ascent from ignorance to knowledge, from the shadowy illusions of sensory perception to the radiant enlightenment of the forms. Society, according to Plato, is much like the cave. Most people live in a state of ignorance, mistaking sensory experiences for reality. The philosopher, however, seeks to understand the true nature of things, the forms, which are perfect and immutable. The ultimate goal is to grasp the form of the good, the highest form of knowledge that illuminates all others. The escapee who returns to the cave is met with disbelief and hostility, illustrating the philosopher's challenge in guiding others toward enlightenment. This allegory is a powerful metaphor for the struggle between ignorance and knowledge, shedding light on Plato's views on education, wisdom, and the philosopher's role in society. Plato's theory of the tripartite soul explains human behavior and the quest for a balanced life. He likens the soul to a charioteer who must skillfully guide two horses, one noble and spirited, the other base and driven by appetite. The three parts of the soul are the rational, the spirited, and the appetitive. The rational part of the soul seeks truth, wisdom, and knowledge. It is the aspect that should govern our decisions. The spirited part, associated with emotions and honor, drives us to action and courage. The appetitive part, linked to our desires and physical needs, seeks pleasure and material satisfaction. A just person is one in whom the rational part rules, ensuring harmony between the spirited and appetitive elements. This internal balance is a microcosm of Plato's ideal state, where each class performs its proper role under the guidance of reason. Plato extends the analogy of the tripartite soul to the structure of his ideal state. He envisions a society divided into three classes: the rulers, the guardians, and the producers. Each class corresponds to a part of the soul, and each must perform its role for the state to achieve justice and harmony. The rulers, or philosopher-kings, embody the rational element. Selected for their wisdom and understanding of the forms, they govern with an eye towards the common good. The guardians, representing the spirited part, are the warriors and protectors of the state. They are trained to be courageous and selfless. The producers, corresponding to the appetitive part, include farmers, artisans, and merchants. They sustain the state through their labor and skills. Each class is essential, and justice in the state is achieved when each class performs its function without overstepping its bounds. Just as a balanced soul maintains order within an individual, a well-ordered state ensures harmony among its citizens. At the heart of Plato's ideal state is the concept of the philosopher-king. These rulers are not mere politicians. They are philosophers who have ascended to the highest levels of knowledge. Having understood the forms, especially the form of the good, they are uniquely equipped to govern. Plato believed that only those who love wisdom and have a deep understanding of the true nature of reality are fit to rule. Philosopher-kings govern not out of ambition or desire for power, but out of a sense of duty to their fellow citizens. Their decisions are guided by reason and aimed at the welfare of the entire state. By placing philosophers at the helm, Plato envisions a society governed by enlightened principles rather than power politics. Their wisdom ensures a just and balanced state, reflecting the harmony of a well-ordered soul. While the Republic is celebrated for its visionary ideas, it has also faced significant critique. Aristotle, Plato's student, argued that Plato's ideal state was impractical and overly rigid. He believed that virtue could arise from diverse forms of government, not just Plato's prescribed hierarchy. Nietzsche criticized the suppression of individualism in Plato's state, while modern scholars debate the feasibility and ethical implications of philosopher-kings. Despite these critiques, the Republic remains a foundational text, influencing political theory, ethics, and education. Plato's The Republic continues to spark dialogue on how societies can strive for justice, wisdom, and the common good. It challenges us to reflect on the nature of power, the pursuit of knowledge, and the essence of a just life. Plato's Politeia is more than a philosophical treatise. It is a timeless conversation on justice, human nature, and the quest for an ideal society. It invites us to question, to reflect, and to strive towards the harmony of reason, courage, and desire, both within ourselves and within the communities we build. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Plato's Republic. Stay tuned for more journeys through the minds and ideas that have shaped our world.